Hey everyone, this is Self-Made Millennial. I'm Madeline Man, and today I'm giving you some tough love. Some of you may not like it. I'm talking to some of you out there who are taking lots of classes, earning certifications, reading lots of books, and how that may actually be holding you back from getting the job you want. Focusing on those things can actually be detrimental to making a career change. But don't worry, I'm going to tell you exactly why and also what to do instead. I saw a presentation by Maribel Hines, who is the VP of Talent and Organizational Development at Universal Music Group. She was presenting to a group of grad students, and she asked them to think about a time when they grew a lot professionally. And what was the main thing that they attribute that to? Was it formal learning? So in a class, taking a workshop? Was it people being mentored, having these great conversations, getting great advice? Or was it experience, like getting their hands dirty, doing the damn thing? Nearly everyone in the room said experience was the #1 way that they were able to grow as a professional. Now, I realize this is not some grand secret that I am revealing. Oh, experience is important. Great, I didn't know that. Video over. No, you already know that. But despite this truth, I find that many people who are making a career change focus a lot on formal learning and not so much on experience. And the reason why I believe that happens is that formal learning has a clear path that we're all very familiar with, whereas creating your own experience, finding new ways to add value, that is complicated and you have to get creative about it. We all know that networking and building proper experience are the main ways to make a career transition, but those things can be intimidating and exhausting and unclear. And so people turn to reading and taking classes as a form of procrastination. So how should you actually be spending your time? Well, lucky for you, I have a framework. Frameworks make the dream work. Here we go. This here is the Career Leap Prioritization Pie. So here's how you should be utilizing your time. 60% of your time should be focused on building experience, 30% should be on meeting and talking to people, and 10% should be focused on formal development and learning. So thinking about this in terms of time, if you have 20 hours outside of work of free time that you can focus on this career transition, then 12 of those hours should be about experience, building that experience. 6 hours should be about meeting people, and 2 of those hours should be focused on formal learning. Of course, scale the time up or down depending on how much time you actually have available, but keep the proportions the same. Now let's go through each one: experience, people, formal development, and talk about how to best utilize that time. So let's start out by talking about how to build experience. So I do have a video, which I'll link in the description, how to get a job without experience. It's all about finding your own opportunities to add value to the world. And it doesn't have to be for people who are fresh and they never had a job in their life. This is for anyone who their current job is not helping them to build the skills that they need to move to their next career move. Know that you do not need a company to hire you for you to get experience. Helping your uncle increase his eBay sales, that's experience. Writing out a health and diet and exercise plan for your cousin, that's experience. There's also ways for you to build your own projects and do cool things for organizations to get their attention. And so that's all in that video. It's great for those of you who are needing to update your skills or you're looking to make a career switch. So find that video in the description. Let me just point out that people are so willing to shell out thousands of dollars for these formal education programs, but are super weird and hesitant about taking a low-paid job or not at all paid job where they're gonna get everyday on-the-job experience and training. So expensive formal development or free or even compensated on-the-job experience. Once you kick your ego to the curb, the choice seems pretty obvious. Okay, so now let's talk about the 30% of the time that you are going to be focused on people. Building relationships is huge, and my favorite way to do it is through informational interviews. Now, if you haven't done one before or you're a little rusty, I do have a full video on how to ask someone for an informational interview, what to talk about, all the bits and pieces. I'll link that video in the description. In these informational interviews, ask people who are in the career that you want what education and certifications actually matter for the job. And then make sure you definitely do those. There's going to be educational requirements of most roles that you apply to. That's totally true. But then don't go way beyond that. I'll also link 2 other videos to help you connect with people. The first is an email that you can send your network that will help you find a job. And the second is how to contact people and companies that you want to work for. Both of these will help you get your foot in the door. Finally, let's talk about formal development, which should take about 10% of your free time. For formal development, I like to fit in educational podcasts or audiobooks on my commute. I also like to do at least one workshop, webinar, or class a month. Formal development is important. Do not think that I am hating on education. I have my master's degree, and I'm so glad that I do. But I often know that formal education is generally about 10% of the reason why you'll get a job. So just don't overcommit your time to it. So start calendaring out the time you are dedicating to making this career transition, and notice how much time you're focusing on each section and reprioritize that time. So sure, get some education, but do not become a citizen of procrastination nation. It's a lot easier to sit in the comfort of your home listening to a lecture than it is to be out there emailing people, getting to know people, building projects, coming up with creative new ideas to help a company, putting yourself out there and adding real value to the world. So if you're ready to kick it into high gear, please hit a like on this video, as well as subscribe. If this is your first time at this channel, make sure you subscribe since we have videos coming out every week. Thanks so much, everyone. Wi-Fi high five.